Hello there. Welcome to the sixth day of my daily art series. Um, Today was machinery or man-made. So I drew a robot arm, as you'll see in a sec. In the background, you can probably see I drew a new logo because the previous one I lost the picture that I drew of it, and then the only picture I had of it was really low resolution, which if you've seen the previous videos, you would have already known that. Um, yeah, so basically, that's all I have to say for this. I'll just let this logo time lapse thing run, and then after that, there will be the robot arm time lapse, and then after that, I'll talk about what I did well and what I can work on in the future in regards to the robot arm drawing. So yeah. Hello again. This is the first video in this series that I've used reference images for, and these are the reference images I used. I didn't like copy exactly because I've done that in the past, and it looks good, but it really doesn't feel good because you know that it's not really your artwork; it's somebody else's artwork that you just copied line for line. So I just sort of looked at the images and sort of looked the way, sort of the posture of the machine. I know that sounds weird, but I think you can probably understand what I mean. Um, yeah, so that's how I'll use reference images in the future. Also, I'll never like copy anything directly, and I will always show whatever reference images I use. Yeah. So, anyways, I just used pencil for this drawing. Didn't use pen or anything like that. Um, it's not really my favorite type of drawing, just because I've done it so much. Just because you're sitting in class with a number two pencil and you're bored and you have nothing else to do. So yeah, it's not exactly the most fun type of drawing, but I definitely have the most experience with it. Shading definitely could use work. I think I like the drawing overall, but there's a lot of things I could use work, like the shading, and then also, well, actually, one thing I like about this drawing, not like about the drawing itself, but the process I used. I've talked about how I should like step back, look at the entire thing, and then change stuff and not get set in whatever I put down as what is going to be the final product. And one thing was like the hand. If you saw during the time lapse, the hand I changed it like to three different ways. Um, so I'm glad I experimented like that, and that's something I'll definitely try to do in the future. Uh, Pencil drawing, just with a straight up pencil, again, not my favorite type, but it does seem a lot easier for like landscape and stuff. I was just getting that impression while doing this. So, landscape, I might use pencil and nothing else in the future. Not sure. Yeah, so I like the drawing overall. I think it looks kind of cool. I'm glad I used reference images. It makes it a lot easier. Um, like if I mean, I know anybody who's watching this channel is probably also not exactly a super experienced artist, so I guess I can give some sort of advice, though don't take it as gospel because I'm not experienced at all. But one thing is like I always kind of get way too I don't know. I don't know what the word is, but I'm forgetting the word, but uh like I don't want to use reference images. I want to be able to just draw it all out of my head. And I definitely think that at some point that's a good skill to have, but when we're just starting out, it's probably not the best idea because I've heard the um, phrase mental library before. Like, you gotta build up the images that you've seen and studied and stuff and see all the shapes and how things move in the world, just to be able to create things like that out of your own mind. I don't know if that was a coherent sentence, but I think you probably got the gist of what I was saying. Yeah, so I like the drawing. Won't be using pencil much in the future, just like straight up pencil, except for landscapes. Definitely continue changing stuff and not get set in what it looks like. One thing I don't, I just like the shading was such a pain in the butt because I shade like I basically had to go over the edges or it just would be inconsistent. And so at the end I had to erase for a long time for like probably almost it probably felt longer than it was. It was probably more like 5 minutes, but it felt like 30. um yeah, so that's just a pain in the butt. And I will be that will make it so I will not be seeking this style out in the future. Yeah, so tomorrow I'm really excited for. It's cartoon day. So that means that I'm going to draw sort of a really cartoony thing. Like a lot of people's art styles are pretty cartoony in of themselves, but I'll be drawing like 2D weird features, weird proportions, that kind of thing. Like as cartoony as possible, not going for any realism at all. So I'm excited for that. Hopefully you'll join me. I think I rambled a bit in this video specifically. Yeah, so thank you for watching, and I hope you have a good day. I hope you also join me for the rest of this weird adventure thing. So yeah, thanks for watching, and bye.